Hey guys, Beatrice back with another video from Head to Soul. How are you guys doing? I hope that you are doing very well because I feel great. And I want to hop on and ask you a question. Why do you think one person can do something with ease while another person struggles? This is something to think about. Why do one person do something with great ease while another person struggles? And it's really simple, but we make it hard because we think we have to struggle to have anything in life. You know, like the song says, no pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. So we think, the majority thinks, no pain, no gain. And then we live our lives off of those beliefs because that's all it is. It's just another limiting belief. That's all it is. And it goes right back to our thoughts and our emotions. You know, our mind is a very powerful tool that we have to pay attention to because what you think does matter and determines how your life turns out. So if you want a better life, then guess what? You're going to have different thoughts. You're going to have to pay attention to how you are feeling each and every day throughout the day. You know, this is the work right here. This is the work we're supposed to be doing, not not the struggles that we face out here in the external world. No, it's all about what's going on inwardly. So, what are you thinking? What are you believing? Because I know for me, it's a full time job. It's a full time job making sure I think positive and that I don't just, allow my mind to go in places that it shouldn't. I have to, constantly check my thoughts and check in how I feel every day and all throughout the day. And I can't just sit here and say that, I've mastered it because I think I'm gonna always and we're gonna always be on that journey to thinking positive until we leave here. But I tell you what, we can move in that direction of it, perfecting that thing because it's going to be beneficial for us. So, but what I do is I understand what's going on. I understand the process. And so I know not to entertain those thoughts. I know how not to allow what has happened in the past to dictate what I'm going to do for my future and holding on to those things that happened in my past that wasn't so good bring into my thinking in the now, in the moment I am now, and cause me to feel in a negative way. So, why do you believe what you believe? Where did it come from? Because when you're feeling like you're not enough, or you want something but you don't know, or you don't feel that it's available to you, there's something going on in the thinking. Where did it come from? Or you feel like money is hard to come by, or money don't grow on trees, or the different things and different sayings that beliefs that we have created over time that we hold on to, that things that keep us stuck. You're gonna have to work hard. You're gonna have to struggle. You're gonna have to hold down 2 or 3 jobs. You're gonna have these type of things that we have. Attached to our belief system that is really not true. So it starts from our childhood, and sometimes even in the womb. I don't know if you ever heard of a woman, reading to her child while she's pregnant or playing certain types of music for her child while the child is still in the womb, hadn't even been born yet. Okay. The same way our parents were conditioned, it was passed down through the generations. Our conditioning comes from our upbringing. Whatever household we were born into, there was conditioning, and some conditionings were better than other conditionings, but that's what it was. Our parents did the best they could with what they knew, and that's what any and every parent, when we know better, we do better. We've seen things in our households, we've heard things in our households that, has kind of made us into the person that we are when we go into the world. So now as adults, we would even receive more conditionings because now we have the freedom to have our own friends. And we watch whatever we want to watch on TV, the type of church we attend, the community we live in, and on and on and on and on. That this belief system, you know. Um, so so we need to inform ourselves. We are adults now. We have to be responsible. We are adults and we no longer have to accept something as being true until we do our own homework. Okay? We do our own homework. And, we have to, this is how precious, it is. Because we have to not let any and everything get in our subconscious, because our subconscious cannot tell the difference between reality or imagination. Your subconscious cannot tell the difference, and that's why it's so important. What I'm talking about right now about our thoughts and our emotions, because it's very powerful. When we see something happening in our lives that support the beliefs we're taught to us, it doesn't matter if it's true or not, because it becomes reality. The belief, I can't say this enough, that belief is going to be made, it's going to be shown to you. And why? Because you believed it to be true. You believed it to be true. We really think that things just happen, but it doesn't. Nothing just happens. It's not life happening to you. It's you creating the life that you see in front of you. You have attracted this into your own reality. You have attracted this into your life. And if your life is a repeat, if it's relationships, it's, different types of relationship you keep finding yourself in, you find yourself in the same kind of careers, you just feel like I can't, I'll never be able to make that much money. There's something going on in your thinking. I promise you, there's something going on in your thinking. It's something that you want to do, be a have in life, but you're fearful of stepping out and getting that thing. It's something going on in your thinking, and it could be a conditioning. It could be something held in your subconscious mind that you believe that you're going to have to undo. You're going to have to undo. And it doesn't take a lot of time either. It does not take a lot of time. So, if your life is a repeat, that's what's going on. We have to check our thoughts. We have to check our thoughts. And how are you feeling? How are you feeling? What is the emotion tied to the thoughts that you're experiencing? Yeah, what are you believing? Because what you're believing, you know, um, our mind sees in pictures. This is true. Our mind, think about it. Our mind sees in pictures, and those beliefs are stored as data in our subconscious mind. So whoever you are being that because of that belief that you hold. And life has made that true for you. It has made it true in your experience. So now the conscious mind is searching for that data, that information that's held in that subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is searching for that data that was stored in the past, you know. And as I said earlier, we can go back as far as when we were little children. The beliefs that we act and carry, all through life. So we have beliefs, and from those beliefs, we have experiences or things that happen in our lives that support those beliefs. Oh, yeah. And they don't have to be beliefs that are true. Like I said, This applies to any situation, any circumstance, any event, any person in your life. We have to start believing. The most beautiful thing I think in my life was when, you know, I was like really active, really, really active in church. And some scriptures that I found through reading the word. And one of them was, if you can believe, we we all believe something. If you can believe, all things are possible to him that believes. Powerful. If you think about it and you dissect that, if you can believe, all things are possible. All things are possible. All things are possible to him who believes. All right, this is a belief system that is common in the majority. And I'm not talking about the scripture I just read, okay? Because we don't believe the impossible. Some of us don't believe the impossible, but all things are possible. So it's going to benefit us to really, really look at those who are doing the thing, who understand what's going on, who understand how God created this world, and for us to benefit from it. Because He never meant for us to struggle through life. He never meant for us to struggle through life. But you know, we get who we are being. We get what we are being, who we are being. We must believe the words. We must believe the words that Jesus spoke. And Jesus wasn't the only one who spoke these words. But anyway, that's another story. So another one that I love. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. How are you thinking? What's going on in your heart? Because as you are thinking, that so is he. As you're thinking, that's what you're being. He's saying to us that we attract what we believe. These are our deepest beliefs. So you have to get rid of those old beliefs and start moving in the direction of your desires. Because no one is going to do it for you. No one is going to do it for you. These fears that we have, oh my God. Um, false evidence appearing real. We let false evidence, false things that we don't even see, things that has not even happened, scare us and keep us stuck from moving forward. So we have to transform our way of thinking. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The world has taught us things that is not true. The world has taught us things that benefits them and does not benefit the majority. Are we going to continue to listen to those people? Are we going to continue to watch certain things on TV that, cause our thinking to, whatever is not, whatever you don't want to see or experience in your reality, then you don't want to think about. You don't want to ponder on that. You don't want that predominant thought in your thought process, because you're going to eventually see it played out in your life. It's going to always be true for you. Your thoughts and your thinking, your emotions, how you're feeling. If it's fear, you're going to always get fear. You're going to always attract fear back to you. If it's unworthiness, you're going to always attract people who feel like they're unworthy right to your doorstep. And that this is how this thing works. God is awesome in how, when I think about it, how all this comes together is quite simple. And we have made it very hard for people. And we're not teaching this. We're not even teaching about our thoughts, and we're not even teaching about our emotions and what it means. Our emotions are very powerful, and they are our guidance system. Our emotions tell us where we are at any point in time throughout the day, and we should pay attention to it because our inner being is perfect. And if we're feeling any kind of negative way, that's our internal guidance system telling us that we're not lining up with who we truly are. We're not lining up with who we truly are. Our emotions, negative emotions, is telling us that is not how God sees you. And that's why it feels so bad because you are not. God wants so much for you to understand and know that that's not who you are. And it feels bad. And you think, and you looking at the other person as someone who did this or did that to you. And that's why you feel bad. And that's just not the case. You feel bad because you are not lining up with who you truly are. So it's not about, and the other person could have done something bad. Not saying that they didn't, but it doesn't matter. What matters is how you feel and how you are feeling, because how you feel and the emotions, the vibration that's sent out, the energy that's sent out, that thing must come back to you. And do you want that thing to come back to you? Because if not, it's going to benefit you to think about what you're thinking about and stop focusing on things that you don't want to see experienced in your life. So, what are you going to start believing about yourself? What are you going to start believing about yourself? The new year is getting ready to come in, and we're going to have to do some things differently than what we've been doing. So, what I want you to do for me, what are the top 3 things that you've always wanted to do, be, or have in your life? Like, if you could wave a magic wand right this moment and get whatever you so desire, what would the top 3 things be? Really, do this homework. What would the top 3 things be? Let what limits you fall away. Whatever is limiting you, let it fall away. I'm gonna tell you this. One of the things, even though I do YouTubes and I may do some Instagrams or whatever, but my desire is one of my things is to do a lot of lives. Just jump on that live and just roll with it. And there's been something that has been holding me back from doing that. And I think it is judgment. But if I hold on to, that belief, that fear, then I'll never walk in that thing. I'll never do it. One of my things this year, before the new year come in or after the new year come in, is to start jumping on lives and doing more lives. You're gonna see that from me. And I'm a coach, but I ain't perfect. And I have people who hold me accountable. So I want to do the same thing for you. So I told you one of mine. Let me know. I want to know your top 3 things that you want to do, be a have. All right. And remember, according to your faith, let it be done unto you. According to what you believe, let it be done unto you. Okay? As soon as you have faith or belief in what God has already put on the inside of you, you will gradually see your desires manifest. I know I have something to give. I know that. I know that. I know I have something to give. And I can't let the things that I feel stop me. So as I gradually break the hold or the bondage, you will see and understand what I'm talking about. All right. So whatsoever you shall ask in prayer, believe, and you shall receive it. You will attract what you believe. All right. And you don't have to wait on anyone else to believe it with you. You believe it for yourself. You believe it for yourself. And stop telling people things that you know that they're not ready to handle. Because if you're not in a place where you're stable, that could cause you to, go back into a shell and, you just, some things you just have to keep to yourself until you're strong enough to handle certain things. So you have the power to choose what you believe for yourself. You have the power to do that. Change your beliefs and you will change your reality. I love you guys. I'm Beatrice from Head to Soul, and I look forward to seeing the three things that you have on the inside of you that you want to uh, see manifested in your future. All right. I will talk to y'all soon. Please remember, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you can be sure to receive all of my videos whenever they come out. You hear a little bell and you'll get that information so you can, follow me. And then also like and share, you guys. This helps my ratings. So as someone young in the YouTube platform, I'm going to need your assistance. I'm going to need your help. So if this is benefiting you, please subscribe, share, and like. All right. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Happy New Year.